What's up, guys, and welcome back to my garage. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to leave a like on the video. It would be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we were finally able to get our new twin turbocharged V8 engine swapped into this chassis, and the thing absolutely rips. I mean, I was very surprised by it. But what I want to do today is finish up both the interior and the exterior of this vehicle. But before we do that, I really just want some new wheels for it. It occurred to me this morning that since this is a new save, we don't have any of our old trophies anymore. So for a little bit of mid-build motivation, I'd really like to just get one of them before we continue working on that thing. So we're going to hop into our BMW E36 M3 and head on over to the store, see if we can't sort out some wheels for that sucker. Tell you the truth, I'm half tempted to just get the same ones that we have on our M3 because they look really, really good.
Did you notice your socks aren't matching?
Good one. Turns out we don't have a body here. We don't have feet, we don't have legs, nothing. We're just a floating camera. So we got these for the BMW E36 M3. Always have to say the full name of it. I don't think there are any others in here that I'm really crazy about, apart from these, and maybe like the VIP deep dish up here. I don't really want the rims to hide our brake calipers. I kind of wanted to do some custom brake caliper painting again. I mean, look at how good it looks behind these. Probably not red this time, at least not for the drop top. We do need something a little different. So we're gonna buy 4 of these again, and they are a 17. Gotcha. I think we just went with the standard, not the low pro, but just the standard tire. So we're gonna do that again, and then we're probably going to need some spacers. I know we put some on the BMW E36 M3 out here, but I don't remember what size they were because it's been so long now. So I'm gonna go with 4 50 mil spacers, and we'll see if that's gonna cut it. Maybe 4 of the 100 millimeter spacers as well. A wide body kit could be kind of sick. I just don't know, you know, how far out. Oh, can we really not fit the last one? Dang. I just don't know like how far out we're going to want those spaced. We'll be able to find that again. Maybe. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get these things mounted and balanced as quickly as I possibly can. That way we can go do a little bit of racing to start out the day. I am very, very excited to see how that thing's gonna perform, dude. Like I said, it absolutely scoots. So in theory, it should be pretty good in the races, at least in a straight line.
Moments later.
I'm sorry, what? Okay. Previously, we were really giving this thing the beans, and turns out we only had one lug, just one lug tightened on each wheel. That is so dangerous, dude. That's insane. I'm surprised the wheels didn't just blow off of the thing. I decided to go ahead and just paint the brake calipers now, since we already had the wheels off. That way we don't have to take them back off to do it again later. And I went with highlighter yellow. Kind of seems weird, given the paint color of the car currently is like a really, really dark purple. But we're gonna change that all later. Also, didn't end up putting on any spacers for the time being, since we don't have the wide body for reference. I didn't really think that it was super necessary. So I guess we are gonna have to take those wheels off later anyways. It is what it is. But with the hoist arms now moved out the way, we're gonna hop on in, old girl. Crank her over. Still no dash, no cluster to speak of. But we're gonna go rip this thing, and it's gonna be a fantastic time. I should probably, whoops. Let's go into neutral here real quick. I should probably quick save prior to us getting in a terrible car accident. And I think the easiest race for us to probably do that, again, is more or less in a straight line, is this guy right here. The highway race. Time to beat is gonna be 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Our best time is 2 minutes 12. Okay, did not see you there, my guy. That's my bad. Should I use a controller? Let's see how keyboard and mouse goes first. All right, here we go. Just gonna go ahead and neutral drop it. Not super good for our transmission, but it'll buff out. I thought, hopefully you see my face there, dude. That surprised the absolute heck out of me. Our radiator hoses are in the cab with me? Dude, I can't even get out of the car. Jesus. Oh yeah, that's totaled. That is total. Look at that. The block is completely fried. Well then. Yeah, I was thinking I could like shoot the gap in between the two cars, like lane split almost. That didn't work. Let's try that again. This must be the end. Hopefully you guys can hear me. And across the line, dude. Nice. Minute 58. Holy cow. We were booking it. That was insane. I don't think I've ever driven so fast. I was foot to the floor for, I would say most of it. Oh, we've got a terrible accident up here. It's a good thing we weren't involved in that one. But yeah, I was foot to the floor for most of it, other than when I spotted a turn. $800? Don't mind if I do. How do I pick it up? Oh, there we go. We got $800 and our first trophy, ladies and gents. We should probably put that in our backpack. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Just a bit of a visual bug there, I guess. That was weird. Hang on a second. How close are we? I feel like I saw the racetrack or the drag strip on the way here. Oh, we're so close to the quarter mile. Let's go ahead and do that. While we're already out here, if we're successful, obviously we'll get another trophy, which would be pretty sick. But it should be just down the road from us a little further and on our left.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Ooh. Okay, hang on. I gotta be honest. This thing ain't sounding too hot at the moment. Something might be broken in here. Ooh. Ooh. Wait, but how? We have coolant. Everything's connected. Why would that scorch our block? Here I am so stoked about $800 for winning that and a trophy, but I didn't realize that it completely cooked our engine. Again, why? I'm foot to the floor right now. It barely has enough power to make it up this slight incline. I hate to say it, but I think we're gonna have to go through the engine one mo again prior to racing this thing because something failed catastrophically. I wonder if we shouldn't go EFI instead of having a carbureted twin turbo V8. I feel like maybe EFI would be a little bit better. I still don't know. I'm unable to determine what really scorched our engine, but I think a fan shroud could maybe help, so I'm gonna grab that. And then I'd like to experiment with the EFI stuff. Oh, we're gonna need quite a few of those injectors. I'll just get one for the time being. We'll get the standard fuel rail. It looked like there is a performance intake and a blower intake. We just have the standard intake though. And then we're gonna need the EFI throttle body, the EFI ECU, the ECU mount. We're gonna need a chip. I don't know which one yet. Is there anything else in here? Anything else at all? Oh yeah, what about the distributor? We're gonna have to do something with that as well. Or maybe we won't. I really haven't the slightest clue. I wanna see if this fan shroud is even gonna work on this radiator. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Cool piece though. It's a shame we can't get it to work on here. Yeah, I don't know where any of this stuff even goes, dude. This is gonna be quite the challenge, I think.
1 hour later.
I'm just wasting money at this point, dude. I haven't the slightest clue how all of this stuff is supposed to work together, and truthfully, I don't think that us going EFI is gonna prevent scorching the block like we just did. There's gotta be something wrong internally, something that I just missed. So what I'm gonna do instead is go back to working on the interior and exterior, and we'll worry about our engine some other time. Before we can take the car to go get painted, we do still have to acquire a couple of additional body panels. We need both of our doors, driver side front fender, the trunk lid, and then side skirts, and also maybe different front and rear bumpers. I'll probably end up getting the M-style kit again. I just really like the way that that looks. And then I do want to do wide body on this, but the way that wide body works for this car anyways is they're just over fenders. So we can paint those on our own. I just want to get all the like base body panels installed, and we'll have the professionals handle that. You know, it might actually be more cost effective if we have the professionals paint the wide body kit as well, right? Just kind of get it all done in one fell swoop. If nothing else, it'll just save us a little bit of time. So I've got everything bolted up. Not super sold on the wing here at the rear. Could be better. I feel like maybe a duckbill would look. What's this? What's that about? Is the wing not even installed? What the heck's going on, dude? Maybe it's nothing. I'm gonna pretend like I just didn't see that. So we're gonna run down to the paint shop and get this thing resprayed. It's gonna look like a brand new vehicle. I'm assuming they don't have hours, right? They shouldn't close. Also, I should quick save again. Watch us just drive all the way into town, only to realize that our engine has fried itself yet again. Wouldn't that just be fantastic?
A few moments later.
I was babying this thing the entire way here, so I'm really hoping that we don't have another basically blown up block. Really? But how though? That's what I want to know. How is this happening? We have coolant. We have fuel. We have air. We have oil. Still good condition, still good capacity. on that as well. Why are you doing this to yourself? I was so nice with it just getting down here, but let's get this thing resprayed, and I guess we'll go from there. Oh, we could pull it into service. Maybe we don't have a ton of money. Oh, also before we go paint it, we do need to get the color set up. So currently it's a really, really dark purple. A lot of you seem to really like that color, and I'm not completely against it, but I think just a nice jet black would look way, way better. Did that already bump up our value of the thing? Could be good. Could be good. Okay, that's car selling. Here's painting. Oh, that cost 2,500 schmackaroonies, yo. We have $493 left, but it does look insane. Still no headlights. No front lip either. I must have forgot to scoop up one of those. And then no taillights. It's a good rig, though. It really is. I think there's also a shorter exhaust that we could put on here, since the rear bumper only has the one cutout. Might be better to just sort of tuck the other side, keep it out of sight, out of mind. Let's see if this will at least make it back to the garage. Or wait, hang on. Before we leave, let's pull it into the service parking area. And we'll see what it would cost to repair it. What do we got here? 150 bucks for brake diag, 300 for engine, and 600 for full diag. And 100 bucks for dyno. Let's go 300 for engine diag, because that's really all we can afford. Hello? It's just straight up not working. I want to try the other parking space before we just give up on this entirely. And then also, maybe we'll leave the car running. Oh, that's not a functional door. Let's try this again. Engine diagnostics. Do I need to be hitting enter on it, or nope? Okay, yeah, it doesn't want to work straight up. Or wait a minute, it didn't take our money. The diagnostic info is, yeah, there's nothing here. Okie dokie then, back to the garage.
More moments later.
Well, we barely made it back here, but we are back. I think we're probably gonna have to just tear down the entire engine at a later date if we want to figure out what the real issue there is. Like I said before, that definitely shouldn't be happening. So that makes me think that I must have just forgot something stupid internally, but we'll find out later. So let's switch our attention back to the interior. We need all of it. Now, originally, I wanted to keep the interior since it was red from the start. I wanted to keep it that way, but hear me out, all right? I'm kind of tempted to not drive all the way out to the upholstery shop just to get a red interior again. The only other vehicle that we have that could make it all the way there in one piece is this, and it wouldn't fit very many interior pieces at all. If you guys remember, I kind of crashed this thing, and it is still in disrepair. So we're gonna either have to fix that or just sell it. I haven't really decided what I want to do there yet. Oh, right, we don't have any money, so I guess we're gonna sell this thing after all. That's easy, sweet, 6 grand. Not much, but it should allow us to get all the rest of this interior. So I'm gonna work through the store, and hopefully we can find everything that we need. I'm sorry, what? I just removed 2 screws. Okay, this car is just so bizarre, dude. I just removed 2 screws from the rearview mirror, and 2 of these headliner pieces just popped off, even though I bought a brand spanking new one. How were there 2 underneath of that? And the mirror's still in place. Okay, relax. How do we get the mirror out now? We have to loosen it even more. These junkyard cars, dude, I'll tell you what, they are different. They are just built different. So let's try to put that one back on. Good. At least I guess we have 2 spares that we can sell to Scapegoat. So that's nice. Why? Why? Dude, it's like the game's working against me today. My rearview mirror is stuck inside of the windshield. And no matter what I do, I can't pick the thing back up. Yeah, this just isn't our day, I guess. Just not our day. All right, this is officially the last piece of interior that needs to go in, but it can't. Why? Apparently because the center console was getting in the way. That seems weird. If I remember right, when we were taking this apart, I actually needed to have the carpet removed. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's all finally together, officially, with that one bolt. It is now all together. So obviously I decided to only put 1 seat in the thing. Weight reduction, right? This is going to be a bit of a racer when compared to our BMW E36 M3 in here. This is like our showroom car. We're not actually going to drive that thing all that much. This one is the experimental race car. Obviously experimental because, well, it blew up on us twice today. So I'm gonna slide it forward. The very last thing that I want to do to this today, or try to do, is put those spacers in. See if we can't space those wheels out just a little bit more to make them fit the wide body kit. I'm just not getting this thing where I need it to be. It's either too far forward or too far backward. Just a tiny bit more. Right there. Too far back again. Unbelievable. Now, I'm just as surprised as you, but turns out the 100mm spacers look quite a bit better than the 50mm. Really, we probably need something in between 50 and 100, but that doesn't exist, at least not to my knowledge. But without them, if we take a look at the front end here, that shock absorber would definitely come into contact with the wheel. So I mean, if we're going for realism, this is unfortunately the fitment that we're gonna have to go with. I mean, there's not a lot of poke, and I guess it doesn't really help that we're using the lifted suspension. I like it personally. Of course, let me know what you guys think of it down in the comments. We still need to tidy it up just a little bit more. Obviously, I have to figure out why our engine has exploded still, but I guess that can wait, and we still need headlights and taillights. But apart from that, it's in one piece. It looks pretty dang cool, but I do think that that's where we're gonna have to wind things down at for today. So once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.